Good Ursula, wake my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise.
I will, lady.
And bid her come hither.
Very well.
Truth, I think your other were better.
No, pray thee, good Meg, I'll wear this.
By my troth's not so good. And I warrant your cousin will say so.
Well, my cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
I like the new tire within excellently, if the hair were a thought browner. And your gown's a most rare fashion, in faith. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown that they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
Oh, by my troths, but a nightgown in respect of yours. Cloth of gold, cuts, laced with silver, set with pearls, down sleeves, side sleeves, and skirts, round underbone with bluish tinsel. But for a fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth 10 on it.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceedingly heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Oh, they are not ashamed.
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think. And to be the right husband and the right wife. Oh, ask my Lady Beatrice else. Here she comes.
Oh, good morrow, cuss.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now do you speak in this sick tune?
I am out of all other tune, methinks. 'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. Oh, by my troth, I am exceeding ill. Hey ho.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband?
For the letter that begins them all.
Well, and you be not turned Turk, there's no more sailing by the star.
What means the fool's row?
Nothing, but God send everyone their heart's desires.
These gloves the Count sent me, they are an excellent perfume.
I am stuffed, cousin, I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed. Oh, there's goodly catching of cold.
God help me, how long have you professed apprehension?
Even since you left it. Doth not my wit become me rarely?
It is not seen enough. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Carduus Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for a qualm.
There thou prickest her with a thistle.
Benedictus, why Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedict.
Moral? No. By my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think, perchance, that I think you are in love. Nay, by Our Lady, I am not such a fool to think what I list. Nor I list not to think what I can. Nor indeed, I cannot think. But to think my heart out of thinking that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet, Benedict was such another, and now he is become a man. He swore he would never marry, and yet now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not. But methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
Withdraw. The Prince, the Count, Don John, Senior Benedict, and all the gallants of the town are come to fetch you to
How did you dress, good cuss, good Meg, good Ursula?
What would you with me, honest neighbor? Marry, sir, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see, this is a busy time with me.
Marry, sir, this is it.
Yes, in truth it is, sir.
What is it?
Good man Verges, sir, speaks a little off matter. His wits are not so blunt as, God help, I would desire they were. But in faith, honest is the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I'm as honest as any man living.
Comparisons are odorous, neighbor Burgess.
Friends, you are tedious.
Oh, please your worship to say so.
No!
But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in my heart to bestow it all of your worship.
Oh, all thy tediousness on me, huh?
Yea, and 'twere 1,000 pound more than 'tis. For I hear as good exclamation on your worship as of any man in the city, and though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Mary, sir, our watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, hath taken a couple of as errant knaves as any in Messina.
Well said. In faith, neighbor Burgess. Well, 2 men ride of a horse, 1 must ride behind. An honest soul, in faith, by my troth he is, but all men are not alike, alas, good neighbor.
Oh no, he comes too short of you.
Oh, gifts that God gives.
I must leave you.
One word, sir. Our watch, sir, have indeed comprehended 2 auspicious persons, which we would have examined this morning before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be sufficient.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well. Go.
My lord, they stay for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I wait upon them. I am ready.
Go, good partner, go. Bring pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
Oh, we must do it wisely.
Oh, we shall spare for no wit, I warrant you. Here's that shall bring some of them to a non-come. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me at the prison.
Non-come prison. Neighbor, what about?
Be and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove that hills and valleys, dales and fields, and all the craggy mountains yield. There will we sit upon the rocks and see the shepherds feed their flocks by shallow rivers, by whose falls melodious birds sing madrigals. There will I make thee a bed of roses, with 1,000 fragrant posies, a cap of flowers and a kirtle, embroidered all with leaves of myrtle. A belt of straw and ivy buds, with coral clasp and amber stud. And if these pleasures may thee move, then live with me and be my love.
Come, Friar Francis, be brief and only do the plain form of marriage. You may recount their particular duties afterward.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No.
To be married to her. You come to marry her, Friar.
My lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any account?
I dare make his answer. None.
Oh, what men dare do. What men may do. What men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now? Interjections?
Stand thee by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give you back whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. No! Leonato, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She is but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold, how like a maid she blushes here. What authority and show of truth can cunning sin cover itself withal? Comes not that blood as modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you not swear, all you that see her, that she were a maid by these exterior shows? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married. Not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, if you, in your proof, vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity...
I know what you would say. If I have known her, you would say, she did embrace me as a husband, and so extenuate the forehand sin. No! Leonato, I never tempted her with word too large. But as a brother to his sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
You seem to me! As Diane in her orb, as chaste as the bud ere it be blown. But you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
My lord, well that he does speak so wide.
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
What are these words spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
Leonato, stand I here. Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face heroes, or our eyes our own?
All these things are so, my lord, but what of this?
Let me move but one question to your daughter, and by that fatherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so, as thou art my child.
Oh, God, defend me. How am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Mary, that can hero. Hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. What man was he talked with you yesternight out at your window betwixt 12 and 1? Now if you are a maid, answer to this!
I spoke with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then are you no maiden? Leonato, I am sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her, at that hour last night talk with a ruffian at her chamber window, who hath indeed, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Fie, they are not to be named, my lord, not to be spoke of. There's not chastity enough in language without offense to utter them. Thus, pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernment.
Oh, hero. What a hero hadst thou been if half thy outward graces had been placed about the thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But farewell, most foul, most fair. Farewell, thou pure impiety and impious purity. For thee, I'll lock up all gates of love, turn all beauty into thoughts of harm, and never shall it more be gracious!
Let no man's dagger here a point for me!
Why, how now, cousin? Wherefore sink you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light smother her spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Dead, I think. Help, uncle. Hero. Why, hero. Uncle! Senor Benedict. Friar.
Not thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
Oh, how now, cousin hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Look thou up.
Hey, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story that is written in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not ope thine eyes, for did I think thou wouldst not quickly die, myself would, on the rearward of reproaches, strike at thy life! Grieved I had but one too much by thee! Why had I one? Why ever wast thou lovely in mine eyes? But mine that I loved, mine that I praised, mine that I was proud on, mine so much that I myself was to myself not mine valuing of her. Oh, she is fallen in a pit of ink that the wide seas have drops too few to wash her clean again, and salt too little to season give to her foul-tainted flesh.
Sir, please be patient. But for my part, I'm so attired in wonder, I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. Although until this 12-month I have been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! Confirmed. That is stronger made which before was bought up with ribs of iron. Would the two princes lie? Would Claudio lie that loved her so that speaking of her foulness washed it with his tears? Heads from her. Let her die.
Hear me a little, for I have only been silent so long by noting of the lady. I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face, 1,000 innocent shames and ancient whiteness chase away those blushes, and in her eye there hath appeared a fire to burn the errors these princes hold against her maiden truth. Call me a fool. Trust not my reading nor my observation, my reverence, calling nor divinity, if this sweet lady lie not guiltless here. Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me. I know none. If I know more of any man alive than maiden modesty doth warrant, let my sins lack mercy. Oh, my father, prove you that any man with me conversed at hours unmet, or that I yesternight maintained a change of words with any creature. Refuse me. Torture me to
2 of them have the very bent of honor. And if their wisdoms be misleadedness, the practice of it lives in John the bastard, whose spirit's toil and frame of villainies.
I know not. If they speak but truth of her, these hands will tear her. If they wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it. Time hath not so dried this blood of mine to quit them of me thoroughly.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the prince is left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument, hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites which appertain to a burial.
What shall become of that? What will this do?
Mary, this well carried, shall on her behalf change slander to remorse. That is some good. She dying, as it must so be maintained, upon the instant she was accused, shall be pitied, lamented, and excused of every hearer. So will it fare with Claudio. When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more delicate, moving, and full of life into the eye and prospect of his soul than when she lived indeed. Then shall he mourn, and wish he had not so accused her, no, though he thought his accusations true. Let this be so, and doubt not, but success will fashion the event in better shape than I can lay down in likelihood. But if all aim but this be levelled false, the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy. And if it sort not well, you may conceal her as best befits her wounded reputation in some reclusive and religious rite.
Sir,
Out of all eyes, minds, tongues, and injuries.
let the friar advise you. And though you know my inwardness and love is very much unto the prince and Claudio, yet by mine honor, I will deal with this as secretly and as justly as a soul should with your body.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
'Tis well consented. Presently away, for to strange sores strangely they strain the cure. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding perhaps is but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way. But no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
As strange as the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you. But believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, I protest I love thee.
Then God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest. I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. Nay,
Beatrice.
I pray you let me go. In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rape. Oh God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out the window, a proper saying.
Nay, Beatrice.
Sweet hero, she is wronged, she is slandered, she is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties, surely a princely testimony, a goodly convict, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into curtsies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and trim ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing. Therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
By this hand, I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul Count Claudio hath wronged hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand. And so I will leave you. As you hear me, so think of me. Go, comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead, and so farewell.
Is our whole dissembly appeared?
Oh, a stool and a cushion for the sexton.
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that am I and my partner.
Hey, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
Which are the offenders that are to be accused? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yea, let them come before me. What is your name, Sirrah?
Braccio.
Pray, write down Borchito.
What?
Yours, friend.
I'm a gentleman, sir. My name is Conrad.
Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Pray, write down Master Gentleman Conrad.
Baraccio?
Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir, we hope.
Pray, write down they hope they serve God.
Conrad.
And write down God first, for God defend, but God should come before such villains. Masters, It is proved already that you are little better than false knaves, and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure thee, but I will go about with him. Have you writ down that they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Yea, marry, that is the eftest way.
Mary?
Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge thee, in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. Why, this is flat perjury to call the prince's brother villain.
Master Constable.
Pray thee, fellow, peace.
I do not like thy look. I promise thee.
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Oh! Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Yea, by mass, that it is.
What else, fellows?
And that Count Claudio did mean with his words to disgrace Hero before the entire assembly and not marry her.
Oh, villain! Thou shalt be condemned to everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
Oh, well, this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John was this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this manner refused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought before Leonatos. I shall go before and show them their examination.
Let them be in the...
Come, let them be opinioned.
Let them be in the hands of...
Coxcomb! God's my life. Where's the sexton? Let him write down Prince's officer, Coxcomb. Come, bind them, thou naughty varlet.
Away! You're an ass! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it be not writ down, yet never forget I am an ass. No, thou villain, thou art full of piety, which shall be proved upon thee shortly by good witness. I am a wise fellow, and, which is more, an officer, and, which is more, a householder, and, which is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as any is in Messina. And one that knows the law, go to, and a rich fellow enough, go to, and everything handsome about him. Bring him away! Oh, that I had been writ down an ass! Get the neighbor.
Oh, I forgot I brought mine. Because it's more the size of...
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. 'Tis not wisdom thus to second grief against yourself.
Pray thee, give not me counsel. Nor let no coveter delight mine ear, but such a one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father who so loved his child, whose joy of her is so overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. Let his woes, measure his woes, the length and breadth of mine, and I of him will gather patience. No, no. 'Tis all men's office to speak patience to those who wring under the load of sorrow. My grief cries louder than advertisement.
Yet bend not all harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There thou speak'st reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me that Hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know, and so shall the prince, and all of those that dishonor her so.
Here come the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good Ian, good Ian.
Good day to the both of you.
Hear me, my lord.
We have some haste, Leonato.
Some haste. Well, fare you well. Art so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou. No, lay not thy hand upon thy sword. I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand if it should give your age such cause of fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my sword.
Tush, tush, man, never fleer and jest at me. No, Claudio, to thy head, thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and with gray hairs and bruise of many days do challenge thee to trial of a man. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slanders hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. In a tomb where slander never slept, a scandal never slept, save that of hers framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say!
You say not rights, old man.
My lord,
Away! I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so deaf me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou shalt kill a man!
He shall kill two of us, and men indeed. This is no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me or wear me. Let him answer me. Sir boy, I'll whip you from your foining fence, nay, as I am a gentleman, I will.
Brother.
Content yourself. God knows I love my niece, and she is dead. Slandered to death by villains that dare as well answer a man, indeed, as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, millsops.
Brother Anthony.
Hold your content. What men I know them, yea. Scrambling, out-facing, fashion-monging boys that lie and cog and flout, deprave and slander.
Brother Anthony.
Content yourself. 'Tis no matter. Let me deal with this.
Gentlemen both, we will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on my honor she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord.
I will not hear you.
No. Come, brother, away. I will be heard.
And shall. Or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Now, Signor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, Signor. You are almost come to part almost a fray.
We had like to have had our two noses snapped off with two old men without teeth.
Leonato and his brother. What thinkst thou? Had we fought, I doubt we should have been too young for them.
In a false quarrel there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek thee, for we are melancholy, and would fain have it beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
It is in my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Nay, never any did so, though very many have been beside their wit. I bid thee draw, as we do the minstrels. Draw, to pleasure us.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
I will meet thy wit in the career, and you charge it against me. I pray you, choose another subject.
Nay, give him another staff. This last was broke cross.
By this light, he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
If he is, he knows how to turn his girdle.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
Oh, God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
I'll tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day, and concluded with a sigh, thou wast the properest man in Italy.
For the which she wept heartily, and said she cared not.
Yea, that she did. But yet, for all that, and if she did not hate him deadly, she would love him dearly. The old man's daughter told us all.
All. And moreover, God saw him when he hid in the garden.
But when shall we set these savage bull's horns on the sensible Benedict's head?
Yea, and text underneath, here lies Benedict, the married man.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. I will leave you now to your gossip-like humor. You break jest as braggarts do their blades, which God be thanked hurt not. My lord, for your many courtesies I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother the bastard is fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. My lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Until then, fare him well.
He is in earnest.
In most profound earnest. And I'll warrant you for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
But soft you, did he not say my brother was fled? How now? 2 of my brother's men bound? Borachio 1.
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanders. Sixthly, and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what's their offense. Sixth and lastly, why they are committed, and to conclude what you lay to their charge. Who have you offended, masters, that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to mine answer. Let this count kill me, for I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools brought to light, who in the night overheard me confessing to this man how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the Lady Hero, how you saw me court Margaret in Hero's garments, how you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I had rather seal with my death than have repeat over to my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and mine master's false accusations, and briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison while he uttered it.
But did my brother set thee on to this?
Yea, and paid me richly for it.
He is composed and framed of treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved it first.
Come, take the plaintiffs away. By now, our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonardo of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify when time and place shall serve that I am an ass.
Which of these is he? Which is the villain?
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No. Not so. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. Oh, I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high done if you bethink you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not, but in mistaking.
By my soul, nor I. And yet, to satisfy this good old man, I would bend under any heavy weight that he'll enjoin me to.
Cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people of Messina, hear how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. And tomorrow morning come you to my house. Since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost the copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right that you should have given her cousin, and thus dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir. Your overkindness doth wring tears for me. I do embrace your offer and dispose for henceforth the poor Claudio.
Tomorrow morning I shall look for your coming. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul, she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me, but hath always been just and virtuous in anything I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, which indeed is not under white and black, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass. I pray you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy cares and honest pains.
All right. Your worship speaks like a most thankful and reverend youth, and I thank God for thee.
As for thy pains,
God save the foundation.
go! I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
I leave an errant knave with your worship, which I beseech your worship to correct yourself, for the example of others. God keep your worship. I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I humbly give your worship leave to depart, and if ever a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow morning, princes. Farewell.
Farewell, my lords. We look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
Tonight I'll mourn with Hero.
Bring you these fellows on. We shall talk to Margaret, how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Oh, I pray thee, sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hands by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man living shall come over it. For in most comely truth thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me?
Thy wit is as quick as a greyhound's.
And yours is as blunt as fencers' foils, which hit but hurt not.
A most manly wit, Margaret, for it will not hurt a woman. Therefore, I pray thee, call Beatrice.
Well, I will call Beatrice to you then, who I think hath legs.
O God of love that sits above and knows me, how pitiful I deserve. I mean, in singing. but in loving. Leander, Troilus, and a whole book full of these whose names yet run smoothly in the even road of a blank verse. Why, they were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in loving. Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I've tried. Can find no other rhyme to lady but baby. An innocent rhyme. For horn, scorn, a hard rhyme, and for fool, school, a babbling rhyme. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo in festival terms. My lady Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, senor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Up, then is spoken. Fare you well now. And yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss you.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frighted the word out of his right sense, so forcible as I wit, but I must tell thee plainly. Claudio undergoes my challenge. Either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. Now I pray thee, tell me, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintain so politic a state of evil, they will not let any good part intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love? A good epithet indeed. I do suffer love, for I think I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for your sake, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably. How doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill, too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. And therefore I will leave you, for here comes one in haste.
Oh, madam, you must come to your uncle. It is proved my lady hero has been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news?
Die in thy lap, be buried in thy eyes, and moreover, I will go with thee to thine uncle's.
Is this the monument of Leonato?
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues, was the hero that here lies. Death, in guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Now music, sound and sing your solemn hymn.
Pardon, goddess of the night, those that slew thy virgin night, for the which with songs of war round about her tomb they go. Midnight assist our moan, help us to sigh and groan heavily. Graves yawn and yield your dead, till death be uttered heavily.
Now unto thy bones, good night. Yearly will I do this right.
Come, let us hence and put on other weeds, and then to Leonato's we will go.
And Hymen now with luckier issue speeds than this for whom we rendered up this woe.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
Well, so are the prince and Claudio, who accused her upon the error that you heard debated. But Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears in the true course of all the questions.
Well, I am glad all things sort so well.
And so am I, being else by faith forced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw into a chamber separately, and when I send for you, come hither masked. The prince and Claudio promised by this hour to come visit me. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think,
To do what, senor?
to bind me, or undo me, one of them. Signor Leonato, truth it is, your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
That eye she borrowed from my daughter, 'tis true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
Well, the sight whereof you got from me and from the prince and Claudio, but what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is your goodwill. May stand with ours this day to be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage. For which, friar, I must desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Ah, here's the prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Brother, call her forth. Here stands the friar ready.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Why, then she's mine. Sweet, let me see her face.
No, that you shall not, until you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero.
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live, and surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. Hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify. When after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you not the affair here ends. Meantime, let wonder seem familiar, and Apple, let us presently.
Soft and fair, friar, which is Beatrice.
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do you not love me?
Why, no.
Why then the
No
prince
more than reason.
and Claudio and the cousin were deceived because they told me that you loved me.
Do not you love me?
No, troth no. No more than reason.
Why then my cousin, Margaret and Ursula, are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I am sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her, for here is a paper, written in his own hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I'll have thee, but by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I'll tell you what, Prince. A whole college of witcrackers cannot flout me out of my humor. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I will not think any purpose that the world can say against it. So therefore, never flout at me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but in that thou were like to be my kinsman, love my cousin and live unbruised. Come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our own hearts and our wives heal.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
First of my word. Therefore, play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife.
My lord, your brother John is taken in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers.